Okay, welcome back. I'm Coach Haley. I'm here with another reaction video to a recent night of open play. I coach out of Central Florida, so Oxford, Ocala, the Villages, that area. Here we are playing at Oxford Downs and some open play. We're going to some open play action. We're going to see what happens. All right, here we go. All right, I think this is one of the first points of the match. Good setup from Roberto. Oh, great dink. Oh no! Oh, yes, yes. Kudos, hats off to Roberto. We did, and you'll hear him. Yes, we indeed did get that on video. So what a great way to start the match. That was probably one of the first points of the match. Wow, perfect ATP, perfect ATP. Now, it wasn't a bad dink from Mark. I mean, look, that was actually pretty good. Roberto just... he was there, man. He was ready for it. Hit that ATP. You can't beat that. Those feel so good when you make it. So kudos, Roberto. Nice job. All right. Next point. Here we go. Larry's serving. Mark's returning. He comes in. Backhand. Yeah. Okay. He should have had that. He should have had that. Okay. So let's back it up. So he sets himself up nicely. All right. He kind of hits a volley at Roberto's feet. Roberto counters it. A good poke volley. Now here's what happens. All right, so you see where he hits that, just block that sticks that black backhand volley. Where's his paddle? His paddle stays down here, so he pokes it and then immediately returns to this position, and it's kind of down here, as opposed to poking it and being ready to react for another shot. So he wasn't ready for Roberto to get it back. He was caught with his paddle down, and then Roberto hit it back, and he wasn't, he couldn't get his paddle up in time to get another shot. So after you hit that volley, you got to be ready to hit another and be on those toes, kind of pinching that line, because, ready to go on the attack, as opposed to kind of hitting and watching your shot and being ready to react. So that's what happened there. Yep. I'll rewind it just real quick so you can see it again. Here we go. There's Larry's serve. That's it. He sticks it. Poke it. Not ready. See where that paddle? Yep, you see it. Okay. All right, Roberto, show me what you got. Oh, that's not what I want to see. All right, show me what you got, Roberto. Oh, that's not what I want to see either. Okay, so look, I gave myself a hard time about this the other day, so I'm okay with doing it to Roberto too. But where did he try and hit those two shots? He tried to hit both of those third shots and rip it down the line. Now, you can see, and those are low percentage shots. And how do I know? Because I try and hit those same low percentage shots, right? Okay, so here we go. Now, notice where Greg is. Like, he's squeezing the middle, but not like that much. He doesn't look like he's ready like to poach and take that mid-court volley. There's a little bit of an opening down the line, but not much, not enough for me to think that he should go for it. So he did. He tried to go for it and hit it over the highest part of the net, and he hit it into the net instead. So same thing here. Okay, now here, Greg was a little bit more off balance. So Roberto kind of saw an opening, but again, it's just too fine of a margin. So both of these shots, for both of these points, what it would have been better to do, see where Greg is at that point in time where he's about to make contact? He's still coming into the court. It would have been better to hit a high percentage shot down the middle, maybe towards, Greg's left foot to make him bend over that way. Or, personally, the shot I really like to hit when I'm playing on that left side and about to hit that third shot is I like to hit it over the center and drop it into the left side player's backhand. And again, make them move, make them try and get off balance, hit that low backhand shot, which a lot of people are just not comfortable hitting, especially at these 4-0, 3-5 levels, that low backhand shot, especially one that gets them off balance. Most people don't have that shot in their repertoire. I put myself in that category too. It's not my favorite shot. So as opposed to hitting these low percentage winners down the line, at least just get the point started. Safe shots down the middle, trying to, aim at their feet. That would have been a better way to get that point started. Yep, and it's out. Okay, here we go. Here comes Mark. Great drop. Oh, yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. So I like to highlight some of the good shots, too, here. So Mark hit a perfect return, dropped it at Roberto's feet. Again, just as I was saying, dropping it at the low backhand, you know, making them drop down, hit that low backhand. He didn't really, you know, not his best shot. Mark was already coming in, and what I like about what Mark did is he shadowed the ball, so he was coming in down the line. He didn't try and pinch that middle or anything. So he took away that line from Roberto and was ready right there as soon as Roberto popped it up to just hit that forehand drive, you know, swinging forehand volley to come in. So let's watch that again. Here he comes, low to the backhand. Roberto picks it up. Boom, he's there. And so now notice too, like look at that big gaping hole there in the middle. Roberto, again, trying to go down the line on that shot was probably, you should have gone pretty much anywhere else besides down the line, which is exactly where Mark was standing. Hit it in the middle, hit it low, you know, an angled shot, you know, to the backhand, dink, something like that, because you could see Greg is not quite squeezing the line. So even if you could take something off of that and dink it into the kitchen or block it into the kitchen there, where Greg might have to scramble to get there, I don't know. But pretty much any other shot besides that down the line probably would have been a better shot to hit. All right, serve, return. Greg hits a rolling forehand. So notice Greg's paddle. Where's his paddle? Okay, he's trying to go in for that poach. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you see he was trying to go in for that poach. That's good. That's a good way to mix it up a little, make them, you know, get your opponents thinking and maybe elicit an unforced error from him. But then he missed it, and then he kind of stayed again in this position when he reset back to his position. So then what happened is Roberto got his paddle on it, and he was still in this position, and all he could do is kind of jump back and do that. So, you know, hey, you missed the shot. Okay, you got to get your paddle up there and ready to hit another shot either way. But, you know, he missed it. He kept his paddle here. It's close to your chest. It's easy to get chicken wing there. And that's exactly what happened. He lost time. All he could kind of do is kind of jump back, and he was trying to give himself some more time to react. But all it did was pop the ball up and gave Roberto an easy put away. So here's the next point, or next one. Okay, good. I like that they're moving in as a unit. Here they come. Yeah, so same thing there. Okay, I'm going to back it up. All right, so here he's coming in. Again, look at his paddle. Look at his paddle. He's waiting in that backhand position. See, he's shifting. And you see as he's shifting with his paddle like this. Okay? He's not ready to hit either shot. And especially with that line, you know, you want to be ready to hit that forehand shot, which he's not ready to do. Yeah, and you see here, because, you know, Roberto gets low, he sticks it up, and it wasn't even that great of a shot, but you see the position that Greg's in. All he can kind of do is, again, jump at it and, you know, try and get it back in the court. And you can see he sails it wide there. All right, next point. Okay, all right, so actually I'm going to pause it right. Oh, yeah, so you see what happened? So he got away with one there because it's the same thing. He's coming in for that volley, and when now Greg has a good backhand. I think he's trying to capitalize on that right side, but he's a better left side backhand player. His backhand is really good on that left side. On the right side, I think he's trying to cheat to that backhand a little bit too much as opposed to capitalizing on that forehand. So what happened there is he did the same thing. He got hamstrung, caught down here, popped it up, and he just got lucky that Roberto missed it wide, but because that wasn't, again, a great shot. So let's back it up. Let's see what happens. All right, so here we go. He comes in. All right, low shot. Roberto actually hits it pretty low over the net. You see actually what happened, you see how he reached down to his right side, but he hit right side with his backhand shot as opposed to, you know, being able to reach down and hit like a forehand dink or a roll or anything like that. He's hitting this low percentage kind of, you know, reverse backhand on the right side of his body. And, yeah, here we go. And you see how he popped it up and, again, just got lucky that Roberto missed it. Here we go. All right, same thing. That's that same shot. It's that same shot, okay? The ball's coming to your right side. As opposed to reaching out to get it with a forehand, he's dropping that paddle head, that paddle tip, and doing this to try and cover the shot. Now, Larry wasn't in a position to take advantage of it, so that the point continues. Here we go. All right, next shot. Oh, got away with it there. Yep, same thing there. All right, yeah, so right there too, it was kind of like that I don't know, Greg's allergic to hitting forehand volleys on that right side apparently. So you see here, so yeah. Again, backhand, you see where he chicken winged it again. Got away with it. Here's another one. Scrolling up. Okay, it's a shallow shot, so it's not quite a put away. But then here, okay. So you see what happened there is, again, as opposed to having your paddle out in front, his paddle's back here. And even though he did try and hit a forehand off of it, again, he got hamstrung. He's kind of catching the ball back here. As opposed to if you're leaning into that kitchen and kind of having that paddle out in front, ready to reach into the kitchen and take that ball out of the air, as opposed to kind of backing up and keep getting hamstrung like that. That's, again, he got away with it here. But ultimately, that's going to cost you and some of these other points. All right, so last but not least, here we go. All right, that's a good backhand. There we go. I like how they're taking their time to get to the kitchen. They're not rushing. They're moving in as a unit. And there we go. And that's how you do it. Okay, so now Greg's on the left side. He's hitting that backhand from the left side. Much better, doing a good job of that. Much more confident. He's not rushing it. Just little resets and blocks as you gradually make your way into the kitchen. They're moving as a unit. And he, because of that, was able to elicit the mistake from Roberto there at the end. So kudos to that. I do give praise when praise is due. So, all right. So, just some things for y'all to work on. Roberto, watch those down the lines. That's your low percentage shot. You're losing some points off of that. And Greg, if I were you, I'd be very careful about trying to hit too many backhands and cheating to that backhand on that right side court. I want you to have your paddle up in front of you and try and reach in and meet that paddle and actually reach into the kitchen and hit it early, as opposed to continuing to back up and getting caught back here and popping it up. So, all right, if you have any videos you want to send me, or, let me know what you think in the comments. Agree, disagree? I'd love to hear it. So, or you can email me, haleyspickleacademy@gmail.com, and see, maybe I'll pick your video one day. And we will catch you on the next one. Take care.